in this session, we'll be seeing about the present value and how to calculate the future value. Like we'll be starting from here after the financial applications, like what are the formulas available. So before going to it, you can just take a screenshot of it or just note it down. Like this is actually like a shortcut. So let us say in any question, if they are going to provide, like it is being deposited weekly, or the loan is repaid monthly, or yearly it is repaid, or quarterly it is repaid, then you have to do some things or modify some things in your rate and number of period calculation area. Like let us say if they are saying weekly you're repaying a loan, then what you have to do is you have to divide your rate divided by 52 and multiply the number of periods. That is, rate should be divided and number of periods should be multiplied. So weekly means like 52, monthly means obviously it is 12, quarterly 4, then semi-annual you'll be dividing and multiplying. If they give half yearly or semi-annual, both means the same. And annual means like it is nothing but it is divisible by or multiply by 1. So you need not do any modifications when you're selecting the rate and number of periods. Now let us go on to the present value and future value. So the first problem is like we have been provided with the EMI or PMTVC, which is monthly installment of 8,000 rupees. Okay, so always remember one thing: whenever you're writing like whenever it is a cash outflow, that is, whenever you're paying something, we have to introduce a minus symbol here. Otherwise, you'll be getting a value here as negative. I'll show you it later. Okay, so always remember you have to introduce a negative sign. So the interest rate is 8% and the period is 2 years. Now they are asking like what is the present value you have to provide it, or what is the total amount you have to pay. So I'm just going to give equal to PV of, okay, tab. You can see the formula here itself. First thing is going to be my rate. Okay, so rate what I'm going to give is D4, which is nothing but my interest rate. Okay, so interest rate divided by 12, comma, now which is next thing is number of periods, 2 into 12. Okay, comma, D D4, this set. Okay, just give enter. So this is going to be the amount which I have to pay. So you may wonder why I have divided it by 12 and into 12. As we have seen earlier, you're paying it monthly. Okay, monthly installments are being paid, but the number of periods is in years. So obviously you have to multiply and divide by 12. So we have seen earlier itself. So rate means you're dividing it by the factors. Okay, 12, or if they have given weekly installments means you have to divide it by 52. So it keeps on varying. Okay, so similarly for number of periods also, you're just going to give into 12. So as I told you earlier, if you're not giving a minus sign, so let me remove the minus sign. I'm just going to give enter. You could see you'll get a negative value here. To avoid so and so confusions, always we are keeping a concept when there is an outflow. Always we are introducing a negative sign here itself. Otherwise, also you can what to say, introduce a negative sign in the formula. Here you can introduce a negative sign also. So this is how you'll be calculating present value. Next, what you'll be calculating is future value. So we have two problems here. First thing is like suppose if you have 1 lakh rupees and they're asking what would be the value of it after 5 years if the amount is to be invested one time at the rate of 10%. So they're saying my present value of the amount is 1 lakh rupees. And they're saying we have to find the future value of it. Like after 5 years, what is going to be the value? And they have also provided the rate 10% and number of years is 5. So remember here they have said it is one time investment. They're not investing periodically. Okay. So now they're going to make it as one time investment. So here you do need to introduce that multiply by 12, divide by 12. You need not introduce anything. So I'm just going to give equal to future value of tab my rate, comma, number of periods, comma, my PMT. So whether do I have a PMT here means no, we don't have a PMT. Just give 0, comma, my present value. Just give enter. So this is going to be the future value after 5 years. So can you all understand this? So next we'll move on to the next problem. Here it is a little bit different. There it was one time investment that after 5 years they'll be getting it. Here they say you're investing 1,000 rupees every month. Okay, so you're investing 1,000 rupees every month at the rate of 12% for 7 years. They are asking what will be the future amount. Okay, so here again I'm saying like we have to introduce the as it's an outflow, even though it's an investment, it's an outflow from us. In the future it will return to us. So obviously we are introducing a negative sign here. So what we are going to do is equal to future value of tab. What is going to be my rate? My rate is 12%. So here one thing what we have to notice, we are actually doing it every month. So every month we are going to deposit 1,000 rupees. So obviously for rate what we have to do, for rate we have to divide it. So by 12, comma, number of periods. Okay, number of periods into 12, comma, then what is going what they have asked for PMT, which is nothing but per month how much they are going to contribute it. So that's it, comma, and my present value is 0. Then let us say one more thing what you have to understand is like if you are extending the formula, they're asking whether will you be paying your loan or are you going to invest it at the end of the period. Not here it is not loan, here you're just investing it. Okay, so whether you're going to pay at the end of the period or the beginning of the period. So usually what we everyone does is they invest at the beginning of the period when the month starts itself. Usually people pay the loans or they start investing. Okay, so I'm going to give 1, which means beginning of the period. Just give enter. Okay, so this is the value, this will be the value after 7 years. Okay, so this is how uh, present value and future value works.